All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the shop. It's a glorious, very hot Sunday afternoon. But yeah, welcome to Sunday Chats, where we just hang out over the anvil and give each other a chance to chat, to connect, and talk about whatever projects we're working on or what have you. It's always chaos. It's always good. It's a lot of fun, and it's really spectacular to be able to connect with all of you. It means a lot to me, building community, and just being a part of your guys' life too. Like I'm deeply honored that you spend enough time watching watching my stuff. But you see, Moons, how you doing? Oh, do you like the latest episode of the Unpredicted Party? Ooh. Angie, hello. Oh man, guys, it's wonderful to see you all. Thanks for being here with me. It's been cooking. I'm not ready for the heat. We had a very mild summer so far, but now she's cranking it up. So it's here. It was a 108 yesterday, but it gets about 120 here in the shop, and it gets brutal. But happy Sunday. I love these. We just wrapped up tea time with the patrons. It was great. My mom stopped by. Oh my God, it was chaos. She humiliated me with like child photos and stuff. Oh my God, Grace, so good to see you. Yesterday, oh my goodness. Oh, Jen, yeah, it's 104. Ooh, yeah, in the Mesa, Arizona, yeah. Is it dry though, at least? How do I manage to work in such heat? That's an excellent question. For the most part, I'll start early in the morning, and I do kind of almost like Mediterranean hours, where I'll work early in the morning up till about like 1 o'clock. I'll take like a late lunch, and then I'll have like pretty much a siesta. I won't sleep because I'm a terrible napper. I'm a terrible sleeper, just regardless. and then I'll fire back into it about like 4 o'clock and see what. Yeah, too dry, totally. And I'll see what I can accomplish in those like next couple hours. But luckily these days there's plenty of work for me to do in the office. So when it gets real hot, I head inside and do all that. Dova Wizard, how you doing? Glad to see you. Good to see you too. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, I love you all so much. That's what I do. Yeah, morning then 4. Yeah, because that like kind of 3-4 o'clock hour just gets gnarly. But anyways, it's beautiful out. Oh, Mr. Copper, come here. Look who's come to say hi to us. Hi, buddy. He's working on a little bit of not an ear infection, but it could turn into that. He has like, he gets that way. Hey, Jason. And we got Mr. Copper Dog to hang out with us. It's already a great Sunday. I think I'm going to go to the lake this evening. It's going to be wonderful. But I hope you have great plans or no plans at all. Well, yeah, Copper Dog. So how is everyone? I want to touch base with all of you. Got any fun projects you're working on? Oh, Grace. So I don't know if any of you know this, but the patrons we now have a Minecraft server, and it's an utter blast. And Grace is building a really cool treehouse. I want to see some progress on that. I want to see what you can build because you're very creative with your jewelry. No plans except sleep. Hey, Moons, that sounds like a great plan. Back is thrown out. Oh, Dova, no, I deeply understand that. Zach, so Grace makes incredible jewelry. She's very talented. Yeah, it's insane how just creative the community is on the Patreon. It's really remarkable. Hello, Luke. How are we doing? Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh, found the spot. Dry drops for doggy ears. Yeah, like I'll clean his ears out, and then I have like a antibacterial sort of thing. So maybe I'll give that a try. Thank you. Did I hear Minecraft server? Dova. Yeah. So I've always loved Minecraft, but I've never played with anybody before. Now I'm like, oh my God, we have this like little like hobbit town, And I built a giant wizard's tower with like a clock. They're like John's made this amazing like tavern, like a brothel area. It's so much fun. Oh my gosh, there's so many talented people on there. It's wild. And what's how old is Copper? He is 10. We're going an integral dagger. How cool is that, Matt? I'm just reading your guys' comments. I love them. Keep them coming. I have a question. Will you do any videos covering the sketchwork behind your projects you make? Oh, would you like that? Of course. Yeah, everything's just hand drawn, and then I shade everything. And the reason I ended up hand drawing everything was because of I didn't realize that everyone couldn't see in their mind having really vivid, like complex architectural designs they're able to memorize and see in several dimensions. I didn't realize not everyone could do that. So I started drawing them, the pieces, so that my clientele could understand what I was talking about. And I'm glad I did because now, I don't know, it's I get to share more artwork with you all. Okay, yeah, Zach, okay. I'll do a video on my drawing. I don't feel like I'm a very accomplished like sketch artist. I just try to draw what I'm gonna build. You know, it's mainly it was just necessity for the clientele. Last night I went and saw the new Indiana Jones. Just tears of nostalgia. They nailed it. No spoilers, obviously. I would never do that to you, but I loved it. I'm not a movie critic, but it was. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was great. My art teacher long ago said some people can't see in 3 dimensions. Yes, as a teen, it took it's whatever, right, Jason? It was just when it's something so personal, a personal skill for you to have. It's weird to think of people not having it, and I think it's a huge challenge of empathy to realize that not everyone thinks, sees, smells, hears, experiences things remotely the same. And that's beautiful. Because could you imagine how boring the world would be if we were all the same, experiencing the same thing? Art would be meaningless, you know? Most everything would be meaning. You know, like I don't know, I think we derive so much meaning through our differences. You should sell your drawings. Actually, Sam, I actually do. I do digital downloads on my website. It's in my link tree. Hope all is well. Hey, Mountain Wolf Smithing. I'm great. I'm a little tired. I don't sleep well in the heat. It was like 80 degrees last night. I'm just like laying in bed, just like hate it. But thank you. Oh, Oliver. I'm working on an art piece for an indigenous person. Oh, that's great. Oh, Oliver, that's tremendous. What a cool endeavor that is to celebrate the indigenous. Very cool. Also another little fun thing to look forward to. I might have another D&D battle map to create soon. Yeah, Northern European ancestors are not great. Yeah, I'm in the wrong territory for sure. But I love it here. I love wine country, but yeah, I can handle it, but I don't like to. I started sculpting, Jen, no way, mermaids and fairies. Oh, turned out awesome. That's right up my alley. Anything enchanting. Absolutely. Yeah, sleep. Yeah, it's hard to sleep. Get me in a blizzard. Happy as a camper. But right now. So currently the party is working their way through a bayou of sorts, a meandering, almost endless labyrinth river of reeds, swamplands, and mangroves. And they're hunting down a black dragon. And what's cool about it is that there's a score to settle here. A lot of the other characters, well, actually one in particular has a real big score to settle because it ended up destroying the town he was currently staying in. But the rest of the party, their skyboat, their ship, was taken down and has now been claimed by this black dragon that crash landed. Think Dagobah, but times 1,000, right? Big trees and everything. So right now, they're stealthily sailing their ship through this almost like Cape Fear-like terrain, and they're just arriving. And who knows what's going to tell these black dragons are amphibious. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I clearly need to build a battle map, so I might as well take you guys on the journey with me. Why not? So with that in mind, what should I do? Hopefully none of my party members are watching. If you are, get out of here. Go and get. We got to plot your struggles right now. I'm thinking of almost like a central horde like space, and then there'll be kind of like there'll be water all around it, with maybe some larger pools and just places where the dragon can go, and where they might get in some hot water. I might do some like overhanging like mangrove trees where the party can get up on top of. You should make the dragon have little bug helpers. Ooh, has like corrupted the terrain a little bit. I like that. See, I love how dragons, within miles of where their like den is, they actually alter their environment. They alter their environment. If it's a white dragon, it gets really cold and brutal. Use banyan trees. Oh, Matt, that's a great suggestion. I was only to say big mangrove root system. Yeah, somewhere where they can hide or get trapped in, who knows? Oh, the tattoo, I know, I love it so much. Look at it. Oh, I love it so much. And the meaning behind it, I adore it. And now I am seriously addicted. Am I making the dragon? I feel like I should. I don't have a 3D printer, but I could sculpt with like glue and stuff. But I do have something close. I think I'm gonna paint one of the dragons that I have found that will do the job. It'll do the job. Because most of it's the theater of the imagination, right? Because I try not to get too hyper realistic with my builds because I want there to be something for the people to imagine. I remember when I got my first tattoo. I just hooked. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I'm used to sparks burning me and stuff, so it was very familiar sensations. Oh man. Miss it so much. Oh, Jen, it's hard finding a good group. Well, every group is gonna have their quirks, right? So I guess it's just make do with what you have access to. It's tough though, because I'm a firm believer that Dungeons and Dragons is a great it depends on who's at the table. Where did I get to watch your D&D game? Oh, that's the one thing that I do not film when I create, but I'll share my builds with you guys. So every week I do a full like write-up, like a summary. Like last we left off, very critical role, right? But I try to get as in depth as I possibly can with my write-up every session. It's like a show, right? Like, last time on blah, 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 this is like all the important things that happened. I could start posting those like on the Discord. Would you guys be interested in that? I'm not a good writer, so please don't be harsh on me, okay? Storytelling is so important. D&D is just a great vehicle, right? Dova, okay. Dungeons and Dragons is just a great outlet of storytelling. Storytelling has been a part of humanity since the first time we struck a spark into some dry grass. Like, it's who we are. It's how we share history. It's how we share warnings about you do not go over here because this will happen. It's how we share our traditions and logic as well as morals. And God, it's fun to somehow awakening the passion of storytelling through having a blast together, eating and drinking like kings. It's just the best. Oh, there's a SpaceX launch going on right now. Oh, I have to I won't be too long then. I'll go check it out myself. You got a chest plate tattoo? That's awesome. Jen, totally. Max, you are probably the better DM than I am. Oh, no. There's no such thing as a better DM. It's just different DMs. So I look forward to hearing your recaps. Yeah, it's fun. Have you ever been told you look like, ooh, I look wiser with a beard? I like that. I love that. So I haven't had a beard for forever. For the longest time, I did like a chin strap. Came around and I'd shave my mustache, and I loved that. For the longest time, it suited me well. But then things happened in my life where I was just like, I didn't want to upkeep, and I was like, you know what? I like the beard. It's literally growing on me. See what I did there? Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna watch the viewer count just plummet after that one. That was a bad joke. I'm not a dad, but I can sure dish out some dad jokes. Like an Amish beard? No, it's short. A lot shorter. I've been watching, waiting for season 5 of The Dragon Prince for so long. Yeah, it feels like it's been a while, but it's coming out soon, yeah? I'm excited. I like to treat it like it's my Saturday morning cartoons. I take one day off out of the week, and it's Saturday. So, in the morning, celebrate with a little bit of breakfast, some Dragon Prince, and some tea. Hell yeah. Love bad jokes, yeah. Good old bad joke. Kevin Paxton. Ooh, that's fantastic. Did you guys see that? There was a cricket that just flew by. No, a grasshopper, sorry. It's kind of digging. Ooh, that's why I'm digging the Sea of Thieves game. It looks so pretty. It's so rich looking. Yeah, totally. The funny Oliver, totally. But yeah, so we started the Minecraft server, and that's been incredible. The builds on there have been amazing. And what's really cool too is you have veteran players that have been playing for a decade, if not more. And then you have people that are brand new to it. So we're all helping each other along and, being very patient with each other. It's been a blast. You don't need to be some master to get into the patron Minecraft server. It's been amazing. We have like a Discord voice chat. So we're just in the morning or evening, we're just talking and building, sharing ideas, and it's so much fun. It's like an extended tea time pretty much. But I know Starfield is coming out, and I cannot wait for that. And I'm trying to pump my brakes with excitement because I need to be in the shop. I can't afford the time I'm about to drop on another Bethesda universe. Whew. I'm scared. I'm nervous to dive into another Bethesda universe. I'm not ready. I need 36 hours in a day. That'd be a pretty amazing superpower, is to be able to kind of time warp into a pocket dimension where time stands still. Bard or a dwarf? I'll take that. Starfield looks wonderful, doesn't it? What would be the greatest feat you have ever achieved in your career as a blacksmith? Wow. Starting off with the easy questions, huh? The greatest feat as a blacksmith. Humility, not letting any type of success, or not that I'm very successful, but not letting anything get to my head. Always pushing up, always trying to improve, always just trying to get better. And that's, I think, a very close second to this community. I am so deeply honored and proud by this community to create a safe, positive space for literally everybody, no matter where you're coming from, who you are. I don't know. Like I think that's a harder and harder thing to achieve these days. And like, but the thing is I can't claim that. It's from you guys. You know, it's you guys bringing your best selves forward. So that's not my achievement in this community. It's you guys. So I would have to say it's maybe the humility. I don't know. It's a hard one. Ask me on my deathbed because then I can maybe like just look back and not forward, you know? Hopefully that'll be a long time away. Do you have anything to do with Warhammer 40K? Sam, I have actually always wanted to get into Warhammer, but I have too many passions. I don't even know where to start. But so my current D&D game is in the late stages, right? We're like level 16 coming on 17. They're like ramping up, you know, building that like Avengers Endgame moment for like the end of times, right? So I'm already thinking about the next campaign I'll be running, and I'll be building this one from complete scratch, which I'm really excited for. And I'm going to be building pretty much this is also one of the reasons I'm excited for Starfield, is it's going to be a play on like all of my favorite things. Firefly, you know, Star Trek and Star Wars. I'm going to just link those two together. But it's going to be like a Spelljammer, where they travel between worlds. And you know, also on that list would be Treasure Planet. You know, so imagine that, like a crew of privateers sailing from one world to another across the astral sea. Like, it's just going to be so much fun. And I've been building outlines of the big overarching themes, you know, the things that will be happening, things will be going wrong, things will be going right, the living, breathing world, economies, you know, wars, history, all that stuff. So I've been in the back of my mind thinking about that. I actually had a breakthrough last night, so I'm really excited for that. Some real wicked stuff. What are these comments? I claim the community 100%. A community is only a reflection of the creator, Luke. Thank you. Can we see Rayla's blades? Magda, thank you for asking, but Netflix has those. I sent them away to Netflix. They commissioned those for me. Isn't that cool? I got an email from friggin' Netflix and Wonderstorm to build those things. And that was like, they were so amazing to work with. The animators, the creators, like, as wonderful as that show is, the people behind it are equally so. Are you always the DM? Oh, that's a great question. I like to be, but I do love being a player. I get my player juices out on Don Marshall's Unpredicted Party game. And if you don't know about that, if you like me in any stretch of your imagination, I think you'll enjoy the Unpredicted Party. I play a dwarf named Beery. It's in Middle Earth, so he's from Erebor. And he's got an Ouroboros from Erebor. He's a good boy. His name is Gorge. And we have a blast. I like to be the, kind of the wild card, if you will. The Unpredicted Party is wonderful. Oh, that makes me so happy. It's been amazing. I was able to meet so many wonderful people through it. Like life friends from that. Oh, bye, Magda. Thanks for stopping in. And I won't be too terribly long. I just love to stop in and hang out with you all because, I want to get to know you guys. I feel very at a disadvantage because you know a whole lot about me, but I know very little about you, and I want to know more about you guys. I just love this so much. Oh. Ooh, any thoughts we have the titanium for? I'll grab some. I have a couple of things in mind with the titanium. And one has to be at least one hammer. And I'm thinking, so I swing my normal forging hammer that I swing every day, which is getting loose. I need to rehandle this thing. I've had the same handle on it for like every bit of, probably 10 years now. Same handle. I love this handle so much. But I swing a 4-pound, and I love how it feels. I can strike with authority, but I can also feather. I can be gentle. So I'm thinking about forging a 4-pound titanium hammer. And what's cool is 4 pounds of steel looks very different to 4 pounds of titanium. So I'm gonna cut this down to 4 pounds, and I'll forge a cross peen very similar to this. Just a nice cross peen hammer because I use that cross peen quite a bit. But I'm very excited. Also, I have a couple other projects in mind for that, so stay tuned for those. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. But I just adore reading the chat. And you guys have the best questions, speaking of which I kind of want to see. Sad face, the blade broke off. Oh no, Matt, what happened? You running out of meat in your mug? Not quite. Right now, I'm drinking some water, but the day is young. Absolutely. The unpredicted party is on Don's. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and if you just YouTube unpredicted party, it'll pop up. What do you prefer to use regarding your forge? I use Coke personally, absolutely. And oxyacetylene for small jobs. Sam, that's spot on. It depends on what I'm doing. Oxyacetylene is great because you can put that heat exactly where you want it in no time. Drawback is it's a little pricey. It can be. I run propane quite a bit. In the forge I built years ago. I need to build a bigger forge, more of like a plate forge. Where it's like a C and you could fit plate in there. So I'll be building one of those soon. And then I have my coal forge, obviously. I start from green coal, just whole coal. That turns into coke, then the clinkers. I like the whole lifespan of coal. And also it's hard to get coke out here. I'm in California. And I like them for very different jobs. I love the convenience of propane because I can stack that thing full of 4 different bars. And while I'm working, more stuff is heating up and I don't have to worry about burning anything. But the amount of just absolute control you have with coal, it's hard. It depends on the situation. That's a hard question, but an excellent one at that. What else have we got here? Did a handle twist and you know how those go? Oh yeah, Matt, totally. Especially with a real hard material. Do you play the bagpipes often? Not terribly often. I should play them more. I forget. I know I have a lot of different instruments that I like to play and I ignore all of them because I'm too busy playing Minecraft or designing or just kicking my feet up. But I need to blow the dust out of the bagpipes more often. Now I'm curious. I've been training to be a blacksmith for 4 years. Last week was the first time I used titanium and I found the consistency. Yeah, Play-Doh. I'm really looking forward to it. I actually haven't done a whole lot of titanium. I forge aluminum, stainless steel, all sorts of different stuff, from brass. You can forge brass, but not much titanium. I haven't had much access to it. There's no reason why, But there's so many different materials out there from between Monel, Inconel, oh my God, a million steels. They all are different. It's weird. It's incredible the diversity metallurgy affords us. Props to you guys for doing titanium. Oh, you weld titanium. Oof. It's a different animal. Jason, 100%. Yeah, I'm really curious to see. I think I'm going to lance off just a little chunk, move it around, and just see how it feels. And I think my intuition will kind of take over. Max, you said you wanted to learn a bit about us. Yes, Dovit, that'd be incredible. Well, right now I am making an oil tank to harden an axe. Oh, that's great. Your granddad that passed away a few years ago back. Oh, Dove, I'm so sorry for your loss, but that sounds like an incredible project. Very, very cool. My goodness. Yeah, an oil bath to quench an axe. That's awesome. All the birds are panting. We got all these birds flying in here, like little songbirds. And all their beaks are wide open as they like are panting. You know it's how the birds are panting. Poor deers. Yeah. The heat's been pretty wild. My wife wants to. Ooh, what quenching oil do I use? That's a great question. It's like I got an old truck, so I changed the oil. I changed oil a lot, so I got a lot of like used motor oil around. I like to use that. Plus, sometimes it creates that kind of that braised carbon, kind of finish, that black finish that goes on the outside of it. I love that on my knives. The knives I used to make all the time. So honestly, I like to do motor oil a lot of the times. I don't get too fancy with brines. I don't use materials that they would get too hard in a brine. So yeah, usually like a motor oil. I use that the most, I would say. Oh yeah, Dova, yeah, motor oil, exactly. Oh, with scones food. Ooh, yes. Yeah, if you guys want to get into some friendly, like respectful competition, heck yeah, let's see it in the Discord. That'd be fun on the gallery or shop talk or wherever you guys want to do. That's great. That's fantastic. Oh, what else, you guys? Yeah, the Discord's been pretty cool. I'm using a steam cylinder oil to quench. Oh yeah, big and thick Sam, totally. Oh, this is great. I love it. It's so fun to be able to talk to both people that have nothing to do with the trade and people that are in the trades. Very different perspectives. It's very cool. And to have both of them in the same community is incredible. I love it so much. Have I collected more tools? I need to get down to, it's a place called Guadalupe. And not Mexico, it's in California. It's right outside of Santa Maria. And I need to get down there to get the rest of those tools because there's a little giant hammer. There's a roller, a big shear that it's wild with a gear driven shear. It's this big old, like looks like a crab claw. There's drill presses. There's an old lathe. Like I maxed out my space in here. So I don't know where the heck I'm gonna put this stuff, but I need to get it before it disappears. So I'm gonna try and coax my brother into letting me use his other trailer. So my tandem dual axle trailer has a wooden floor in it. And I don't trust those things because all of these materials are super dense with a very small footprint. And you hit a good bump and those things can go through those planks and onto the highway in a shower of sparks in a very dry California. Not a great combo. But my brother, he's got a great dump trailer with high walls and a steel floor where I can tie it up high. And I think that might be the ticket. But it's probably gonna be every bit of 10,000 pounds of steel. Yeah, it's a 50 pound. I've always determined how to build my hammer, and that the fact that my great uncle had one, and I'm about to inherit the damn thing. It's freaky, it's wild. I never would have ever imagined I would have be in this situation. It's also I kind of pride myself on starting from nothing, and I never learned from anybody. I just kind of had to. I had to just kind of do it on my own, and I'm very proud of that. So it's weird to all of a sudden now like be in a very different situation. So I'm navigating that, but I'm so honored to be able to kind of breathe new life into these tools because they haven't run in a long time. So they'll probably need new bearings, new grease, obviously, clean them up, take it apart, put it back together, get it all cleaned up, brushed up. But I think I'm gonna need to get that power hammer commissioned right there. And then once I build the new shop, it'll be the first thing in there. It's gonna be great. I just can't wait. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Cup, are you hot, buddy? Come here. Let's say hi to the nice people. Come here, buddy. Oh, ow, bumped my head. There he is. I missed a comment. I use motor oil to use. Oh yeah, absolutely. Look at his little face. Look at his little panting old face. Oh, sorry, but I didn't mean to disturb you. His breath stinks though. Oh yeah. It's hot, huh, bud? Both sides of my family, their grandfathers. Yeah, they're metalworkers. Well, and if you think about it, it makes sense, right? Like, it was so much more of a common trade back then. Yeah, Mr. Copper Dog. It's getting warm, huh, bud? It's almost time to jump in the lake. About that time. All right, okay. He's like, I want to go. All right, one more question, and we'll wrap things up. Let's see. I think I already missed one. Dova, I didn't really. Oh, you are Hungarian. I knew that. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, and then Mr. Copper Dog. He's such a good boy. He is such a good dog. I don't know. There's like favorite food. What is it? Sushi. Easy. I actually had it last night after the movies. I got home at like super late. But yeah, we shut down the sushi place and that was a blast. There's a bunch of us. Best hammer. Ooh. Yeah, Joe, hello. Best hammer? I don't know. It's honestly, it's such a preference. Like, I don't even know the make of this thing, but I stole it out of my old man's toolbox when I was a little kid. And I've been swinging with this thing for probably, 25 years now, which is crazy to think about. But it's a true temper. Yeah, just your standard, I didn't build it. I built a lot of my hammers, but I always just come back to this damn thing. It's great. Oh, scones and jam. That sounds great. The YouTube channel that restored a little giant hammer is called Hand Tool. Oh, a Hand Tool Rescue. Okay, I'll check that out. I'll definitely check that out because, because I've actually not taken a deep dive into one. So I'm looking forward to that. I play D&D on Sundays and Saturdays. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I mean, there's never, I guess there is a such thing as too much D&D, but it's hard to do. What weight is the hammer? It's 4. 4 pound is where I like to be, because it's got the inertia, but it's light enough to where I can swing this thing for forever, and yeah, you just get. I like swinging a heavier hammer than a lighter, because you work less, as long as it's not too heavy for you. If that makes any sense. But yeah, I can't wait to actually build the 4 pound titanium. This is probably closer to like 6. So I'll be knocking, I'll continue to shave off as I go to where I can get real close to that 4 pound. I'll probably lose a little bit of material as I'm forging it, so I might leave it on the heavier end. But yeah, I'm excited to build a 4 pound forging hammer with this titanium. How come there wasn't a Sunday chat last week? Oh, that's a great question. I was in the mountains. I didn't have any reception. I'm so sorry, guys. But I'm glad it was, you were looking forward to it enough to remember. What size anvil do you prefer, Sam? That's also an excellent question. I like a heavier anvil with a lot of rebound because you work less hard. If you're working on a small anvil, you're putting a lot more energy into it than it's coming back up. You know what I mean? So the heavier, the better. I like a good sharp horn. I don't like the kind of the just kind of round bulbous horns. They're less useful. I like a nice American kind of farrier style horn that's long and tapered, like mine here. Here, let me see. You can see that there. And nice exaggerated heel of the anvil. But that's honestly about it. But it needs to be about with the size hammers that I swing, it needs to be at least 130 pounds. You know, because you need for every pound of hammer, you need X amount of weight for your anvil. Ooh, how often do I teach blacksmithing classes? So I have an online blacksmith course that is every month. Every month I have a new lesson, a new project for them to build. Like last week, where we were doing Maker's Mark, we were forging and how to design, build, and implement your Maker's Mark on your work. But yeah, it's been a blast, and what a cool like thing of like camaraderie, and it's just the apprenticeship program has been really neat and is growing. So check that out if you're interested in it. But I don't do physical classes because I don't have the space, which is one of the reasons. Yeah, 3 questions later, Matt, you're right. I know. I'm a man of my word, but I bend it a lot. But that's why I'm building the shop next door, is to do classes, do weekend courses where you come out, like we meet up, we design together, we begin the forging. The last day, we probably finish the project, and then you take it home with you. I just think that'd be so much fun because I have such a passion for teaching and doing field trips for kids and things like that. I just can't wait to have a space big enough to be able to facilitate that. It's gonna be great. I can't wait. Yeah, and I mean, just in doing the courses and stuff like that. Oh, mountain smithing, just stop that. You don't need to do that. Oh, bud. Well, I'm eternally grateful. Thank you. My goodness, that was unnecessary. Who has a, wait, we'll crash. Let's see. I have a 500-pound books English. Sam, that's incredible. Oh man, 500 pounds. That's awesome. Yeah, I bet the anvil hardly even notices when you strike that thing. That's pretty cool. I've never worked on a anvil that large. For me, if I can get my hands on like a 250 tank here. Who's yelling tank? What is the difference between a 4-pound steel hammer and a 4-pound titanium hammer? Cameron, that's a great question. So, the rule of thumb is, and I read and what I'm told. So let me grab something real quick. 4 questions later. So I've never worked with a titanium blacksmithing hammer, but I've worked with a titanium framing hammer. And this thing is only 16 ounces. And this is a pretty sizable framing hammer. But dear God, I could absolutely strike a 16 penny nail in like it was nothing. And I worked every day with this damn thing. I was a framer for a long time to make this dream happen as a kid. And it still has the waffle pattern for the most part. And I use the crap out of it. So it's very feasible. But with I guess a little bit of the science behind like the strike transfer, the transfer of energy, is steel gets about like 80% maybe. 70% they say for steel, the amount of energy that goes in, where titanium is more like 90, where it just transfers all of that energy really well. So I'm excited to experiment. I'm really looking forward to seeing what this stuff can do, because it's worth the experiment. It's worth giving it a try, especially as that lovely fan just gave it to me. I still can't believe it. I'm so honored by this community, I swear. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with it. Of course, document the entire process, and who knows, maybe it'll just totally fail and blow up or melt or what have you. So whatever happens, you'll see it. Oh yeah, 200 years old, my goodness. I'd love a titanium small hammer for my art projects. Oh, Jason, totally. Yeah, I think I might do like a 4 pound and maybe like a 2 pound. I think would be pretty cool. Maybe like make a ball peen 2 pound. I know I can't wait either. There's just too many projects. I still have to make. I have to still tally up the. There. So I don't know if you ever saw the video, but I went and saw the D&D movie. Loved it. They nailed it. But there were so many cool props, and I was like, you know what? I want to start making cool stuff just for the channel. And who knows, auction off for charity or whatever. But just make you guys cool stuff to see. And I put it to a vote what I should build from that movie. And I haven't tallied up the votes yet. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. Place your vote if you've seen the D&D movie, because I'm really looking forward to making something from there. I'm really leaning towards the hither thither staff, because I think that would be a lot of fun. Because then I can incorporate lighting and cool stuff like that. And maybe we'll just do a giveaway. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyways, my friends, I love you all. Don't forget to love each other. And I'll see you next Sunday. What's your forearm length for a shield? No, I don't need nothing. Don't you be giving me nothing. Don't you dare. Oh, guys, I love it so much. This is amazing. I just like that we get to share some space together. We get to hang out and talk. That's what the Sunday chats are for. And if you want more of this or more of an interface, I have a Patreon where we do Sunday morning, like we actually have tea over Zoom. All right, everybody. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic Sunday. All right. Bye-bye.